Okay.
I just wanna be free with my people to prosper and hold it down. Don't you sit and wait, contemplating on a revolution. The time is past. I just wanna be free. 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 Can't you see? I just wanna be free.
Okay. Another episode of the Things I Wish I Knew podcast. Things I Wish I Knew About Money podcast. I'm your host, Kamille Smith. And geez, I just realized we are at episode 90. Oh my God. Walad. Where's the soundboard? I could do it myself. So I'm really, really excited that you guys were able to be here with me on that journey of 90 episodes. I know Andre is in the background checking it out and all that good stuff. So, I got to show him some love as well and all that good stuff. And I think there's another shout out that I wanted to do. I feel naked without my necklace on. I can't find it, but it's okay. I feel naked without it. However, what happened last week? So last week, because I had to do a premiere, I had an amazing event that happened, right? So I gotta give so much love to Christopher Lawrence because he gives me so much praise in everything. So last week we had the pop-up community workshop and it was amazing. Like there were so many people there. Like I want to give a shout out to like all the vendors. First, I have to give a shout out to Frequency Event Promotions, right? Because they were the main reason why I was there. And I have to really give Christopher Lawrence a big shout out because did y'all see my banner? Did y'all see my banner? Like hands down, it was phenomenal. I think last minute, of course, if everyone knows me, I'm kind of last minute. I was like to Christopher, I was like, I need a banner. Like I can't go there empty-handed because I don't have a product. I only have a service. And I was like, oh my gosh, what should I do? Like, help me, sir. And he managed to see my vision and basically boom, smack down right in the middle with it. So I absolutely loved it. It's just so amazing. I actually like it brought tears to my eyes when I first saw it because I was like, yo, this is so dope. Like no one actually knows how much I appreciate Christopher Lawrence. So I just wanted to big him up at the first part of this show and saying because I can do it myself. But the other vendors that were there were Ryan Knight with ACBN. He was part of the sponsorships. So he was part of the sponsorships. I'm going to even praise the sponsors as well. There's Beautiful Women's Society, JR, the reggae realtor. He was one of the sponsors. And also IAAE Consulting. So big up the sponsors, first of all. And big up the vendors. There were the O Spot, Neil, me, of course, Ase and Company, official, I'm saying their IGs, of course, official, Gray Bean, V Run Free, the Ends Restaurant, Sarl and Sage CA, the Amazing Zoe, Detailing Nights. That's also Ryan. Wow, Alexis, Rain, Mr. Clutch Wings. I don't think they were able to make it because I was really looking forward to some wings, but it's all good. And Confetti Decor. Everything was amazing. The artwork that I saw, the decor. I'm gonna try to have my reel. I'm trying to make a reel. I told y'all, when it comes to technology and stuff, I'm like, so I'm definitely gonna try, like, in the future when it comes to things like that, that I can, hopefully one of my friends, hopefully next time, will be able to follow me and just, like, you know, follow like how the journey is. Oh, and big up the DJ, Leonard. Wagwan. Leonard is an old high school friend, and it's funny that we didn't even know we were both gonna be there. So it was actually funny, and it was a good vibes. Like, I was trying to network and be professional. Then him wanna bring out the soca and dance hall, and I was like, I want to look proper while I'm here. Right? So this event was amazing. I want to praise Christopher Lawrence again because he actually helped me get hope back into, like, having these workshops, because if you've seen my previous videos, I was getting frustrated and fed up. But I actually see that this event, people were coming to me, drawn to me, and big up Dr. Vibes. I met this gentleman, Dean. He was a mobile barbershop, and he's from the States, coming to Canada. Also, I gotta look at my text messages as well, because it's very insightful. Oh, Morgan, our conversation was very intriguing. And I also met some volunteers that I've first time seeing them in person instead of seeing them on virtual. And your name is slipping right now, but I remember you. I remember you. But we had an amazing conversation as well at the end. So it was I really loved the event. Like, this was an event that was more about networking and not about, it was more about networking and being able to be along with the community and seeing what every industry was able to bring to the table. And a lot of people brought amazing stuff to the tables. So I'm really excited that that people came. And the folks that did reach, or attend, I should say, reach, slang cam. Bless your hearts, because you guys could have been anywhere that weekend, but you decided to support people that you knew, and do that. So big up yourself, you know. And that brings me to the topic in hand. I would say this was one event that I didn't want to miss because I was part of it, obviously. And the thing about events this year or this summer, 'cause I've said many times in the episodes that I'm outside. We outside. But it doesn't mean that I'm literally outside, um outside every day, going out and gallivanting. Well, I am gallivanting, but in nature, or if I'm not working or being a homebody, I'm either at the park seeing drama. If everyone knows me, I've been seeing a lot of drama at the park. Or I've been deciding which events that I would like to go to. And this year, I guess around March, April, I was kind of getting fed up being inside, and I was like, yo, any opportunity I can go outside, I'm going outside. But it meant that I was going outside and doing gatherings or events that was either affordable, free, because I'm in love free 99, or just being, or if it was an event that reached the cap of how I want to be enjoying myself, I would cap it at like $65 or $70. So I know there is many times people are like, "Oh, Kamille, come outside," and I'm like, "How much is the event?" Anything over $80, I was not going to. I was like, "No, I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. It's not me. It doesn't align with what I want to do per se." And there's certain goals that I'm trying to make. So I don't have that YOLO or FOMO feeling anymore when it comes to going out. Ideally, like what? Caravana. So Caravana is an example. I only went to one event during Caravana. And I know a lot of people were shocked because they're like, what? You only went to one event? And I was like, yeah, my game plan was to relax because I've been working really hard. I wanted to actually take like one day to myself. And I guess technically that was the Friday because I went out, enjoyed my time. So anyone that was at Crab Juve, one that ended at midnight. I just realized that there was two. If you were there, cool. It was a great time. It was a great time. And the next couple of days, I was either sleeping, surprisingly, sleeping or just relaxing with friends and family. And I was okay with that, right? I was okay with that. I had no issues with not being outside and gallivanting and just there's so much. I realized the minute you go outside, you're spending $140. And the only reason why I said that because I actually have a stats with how much it costs to be outside. So I'm gonna first have like one thing. So mind you, this was in 2018. So imagine how it is now that it's like inflation, cost of living, and all that stuff has gone up. Imagine how much it is now. Let's see, what did the article say? So it's not only the rent that's expensive. So a typical date night, and I'm just gonna say date night or outings, is $142. And that's we actually come second for Toronto. That's actually second place with Vancouver, which is $149. And that's like a typical either dinner for two movies and a taxi ride and stuff. But it's a little cheaper than like New York or Orway. Jeez. But I want to talk about other strategies. I think cost of living, in a sense, is more important. And this is from 2021. So a meal, so let's say with a meal in general, an inexpensive meal comes to $25. That is very true. There's many times I've gone to like a restaurant and I spent like 25, $30. A meal for two at a mid-range restaurant, a 3-course meal comes up to 100, or unless you want to go to, or compared to going to McDonald's and getting a combo meal for $12. If you want to think about domestic beers, which is $7. Import beers are about $9. Even a regular cappuccino is like $4.74. And these are just this is from numbeo.com, just the way the cost of living, because I just wanted to give you guys numbers just to see how expensive things have been going on and stuff, right? What else? The markets, well, we know how the grocery stores have been going on, right? And even transportation. So let's say a one-way ticket transportation is $3.25. So if you were to take, instead of getting gas to go to an event or an outing, you'd be paying $3.25 one way. But if you had a monthly pass, it's like $156. So, utilize that in things. A taxi drive, those can come up to, I remember the last time I took a taxi, and I'm not saying Uber, like literally a taxi from Scarborough to downtown Toronto, it was like $50, $60. I can only imagine how much it is now. It's probably way more than that, right? So you want to take those considerations in when you're actually going out. And because it's not, so picture this. Let me go back to Jab Juve. So I spent $65 on that event, right? Thank heavens I had clothes, because I'm not spending money. I'm not buying new clothes to go to Juve. Especially Juve. You're going there to get dirty, right? So I wouldn't do that. However, that was free. Transportation was not free. One of my friends picked me up. I believe they had to pay gas, which gas at right now is an all-time high. There was parking. We had just one drink, responsible, and then water after. There was the corn soup man, which was $5. So altogether, in a sense, that night alone was more than $142, right? If you add in parking, which is about $10-$20, the corn soup, which so goes up to $5, which is $15. The ticket was $65, so that's $80 plus tax. The gas to get there, let's say $10-$20, $100 and something. A drink there was like $12 or so dollars. So you're getting to $142 if you get my drift, right? That's why when it comes to going to events, you just can't factor the ticket that you're purchasing, right? You have to factor in all the expenses that you're going to be making to actually go to that event. This is why I personally say I'm only going to one event, two events maybe per month. And I think I've exceeded that. I think I've accomplished that, because I'm thinking about, I only went to the wine festival last month and Jab. I don't consider the pop-up an event or an outing. But I know I might be going to like a network outing thing in this month, and maybe mostly events that are like with family and friends, and more relaxing. I know when people see my statuses on WhatsApp or Instagram, they think, oh man, Kamille's a party animal, blah, 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 and stuff. I'm over that stage of being a party animal and all that stuff. It's tiring. It's actually really tiring. So I'm okay with being in the background and everything. So I'm really okay with with relaxing and going to 1-2 events because it's out, being outside is expensive. And if no one knows, sorry, I should actually mention what being outside or we outside really means. It's actually a New York phrase that refers to being outside, staying active and making moves and just not doing anything. And I get it because we've been in a pandemic. Like for the last 2 years, we had nothing to do, right? We had things to do, but virtually, or there's other ways to utilize your time. But when it came to going out and having like going to a party or going to a lovely restaurant, those were not possible. So I get it that people are, I want to be outside, I want to do all this stuff, but you have to also think of your funds as well. And I'm not saying fun as F-U-N, I'm saying funds, F-U-N-D-S, your money. When I say that I'm okay with going to 1 or 2 events, that's because I've calculated my treat yourself fund. And so that's a fund, like I call it a sinking fund word. This account is strictly for events that I want to go to and have fun and everything. And I'm not saying you should do it, but it would be advisable to try it, especially if you feel like your spending habits are going out of control. You definitely want to take consideration of that. And I'm only speaking based on experience because I find, like, especially with the pandemic, we've realized that there's been inflation, so everything's gone up. I just explained how much certain foods or certain rides are up, or groceries. So can you imagine how, like, entertainment and stuff are? Like, let's put it this way. There are a lot of promoters that lost out on 2 years worth of revenue, right? So more times, all the prices that are happening right now for events or festivals and all that stuff, it's going to skyrocket because they are trying to reimburse on the 2 L's that they took the last 2 years. So they're like, yo, the prices have to be according to inflation, and also for us to reimburse the money that we lost in the last 2 years. So I get it, but guess what? You're not catch me. So when there were certain events that people were mentioning to me about, I was like, how much is an event? They're like $85. I'm like, I'm not going. I refuse. I actually, my cap for events is $65 to $70. If it's any more than that, I'm not going. Jab Jab Juve almost didn't see me because the way that I saw the early bird tickets, I was actually pissed because I seen the early bird tickets from October. I was like, no one even thought about that during that time. But I digress. Whatever. So I wanted to just give you guys ideas or strategies that would work, or could work. Sorry, I should say could work for individuals that, want to enjoy being outside, but not sure how they feel about entertainment. And before I even give you guys those strategies, I'm going to show you how much the numbers are as of October 2001. Let's see. Groceries, as we know, is like $388. For a single early 30-year-old on a basic diet, that's how much you're spending monthly, average. And that's whether it's milk, rice, bread, apples, bananas, and all them things, the basic things. And entertainment and eating out is $220. So you see how I mentioned in 2018, It was $142. Now it's gone up to $220. Ooh, golly. No wonder it's okay to stay home. So, and that's per month. But I feel like there's some people that spend $200 in a week. And if you're spending $200 every weekend going out, like being outside, like going to events and stuff, I am hoping that you have the money to handle that lifestyle. But if you don't have that money to handle that lifestyle, you need to find different ways. So here are the ways that I would, suggest. There are a lot of events that happen in Toronto. Actually, like during Toronto and the summertime, there's so many events. Like last week alone, when I was at the pop-up, I didn't even know there was like 3 or 4 events happening at the same time. I was overwhelmed. Even when it was like a couple weeks ago, it was Afrofest, salsa on the St. Clair, or St. Clair on the salsa on the St. Clair. Or like, it's just wild that there's so many events happening at once. But the best thing about those type of events is that you can find ones that are affordable or free. Free 99 is my best one, right? There's a festival coming up. There's a cider festival. That one's not free. So I wouldn't say go to that one. But if you want to do something along that line, shucks, go to LCBO, grab a couple ciders, find out which ones you like, and then do that at home and bring some friends. Like, hey, let's have our own cider festival. Let's go to one, like a couple LCBOs around the area, so we're not like wasting gas and stuff. There's always a lot of LCBOs. Grab some ciders. Let's try this. Boom. You don't drink? Cool. There is, I was going to say water, or a different type of ginger ale, or juices that you can try. Or you can have a smoothie festival. You can have a smoothie festival at your house. Go to a smoothie spot, preferably booster juice or something healthier, or bubble tea. Bubble tea is very popular. Try out a couple of them. And say it's 4 of you. A booster juice costs $9.03 if you're getting the large one. Remember, you're gonna have to get a large one because you want to share it within 4 people. Get some cups, try them out. How's that smoothie? Oh, it's so elegant. Cool. That's an idea. You don't have to go to festivals. You can have like a picnic, go to the park. I went to an amazing picnic not too long ago. I want to say a month ago in Milton. It was amazing. It was at the park. We only had to pay for parking, which was like $12. Granted, it was a long drive. It was a long drive, but I also have a set amount for my gas as well, right? So, and it's been going pretty well so far. I've been only spending $50 on gas every week, but I digress. Sorry. So other ideas, festivals. Let's see what's happening. Things to do this week say where Kendrick Lamar's here. Sorry, I didn't know. I'm sorry. That was a distraction. So there are things to do. So there's Summerlicious. So Summerlicious, the price these days are iffy. Right, Michelle? It is a long drive. The price for Summerlicious, I think I saw, it used to be $25 for lunch and about $50 for dinner. I'm seeing $34.50 for lunch, and I was like, I don't know about that. So that's an idea if you want to do that. Obviously, you're going with actually no. You don't have to go with someone. You can go by yourself. That is very fine. Who am I to judge, right? There's the waterfront night market. I'm hoping that's free. I like to talk about events that are free to get in because free 99 is the best thing for me. I think it is. Ooh, but it's for people that are 19 or over, so it can't be a family thing. Sorry to the family folks. There's the Bentway block party. Make your way under the Gardener for a huge street party filled with music, activities, food. Cool. There is skate night at Don Mills. Shops at the Don Mills. Boom. There's a bike rave. There's a puppy love yoga. Oh my gosh, that's so adorable. Kaboom. Oh, guys, don't laugh at me. Kaboom Festival. So that's an Afro-Caribbean 2-day festival that will feature food, music, vendors, and live performances. Ooh, this look good. And so it's at Downsview Park from 1 to 10. Little Rick here. Jeez. I don't know if that one's free though. And there's, if you like comedy, there's High Comedy Show, Marvel versus DC roast battle. Okay. Puns and Pits. Kendrick Lamar is here. Alicia Keys is here too. Tomorrow, Alicia Keys is gonna be here. If you like markets and pop-ups, there's Made for Me Marketplace. There is Toronto Queer Market. There's no discrimination over here. If you want to go to that, there's movie screenings, Roman Holiday, Apollo 11. Let me do a side note. I'm sorry. I don't care whoever disagrees with me here. Apollo 11 was the worst movie I've ever seen in my life. Oh, I should say one of the worst movies I've seen in my life. Granted, I knew the storyline, but I decided to watch it and I wasted, I think it was like an hour and a half and things, right? So that was upsetting. Ooh, and then I'm not sure if you guys knew about this 100 Days of Summer. I feel like it's less than 100 days in Toronto, but I digress. If you want to go to the waterfront where there's free dockside performances, I was looking at Sharon Fletcher's statuses or stories, and she was showing me, I think every Friday, there's a performance at Union Station. Correct me if I'm wrong. There's also the Friends Experience, the one in Toronto, that's happening at Yorkdale. I think it's been starting July 1st to January 1st. Okay, January 1st. So there's things to do in Toronto that can be affordable, free, or if you wanna, live a little, boom, you spend a little bit more. But I think the main thing that I'm trying to stress is, if you're going to if you want to have fun outdoors, try to find free type of things first. Oh, like I went to Spice. I went to see Spice. I don't care. Spice was nice and all that stuff. And it was free. I didn't have to pay for parking because I got a hookup, and I'm not going to tell you where. Anytime I park downtown, it's normally for free. I think the last time I parked or paid for parking downtown is because I was going like in an area where I could not pay for parking unless I wanted to really, really walk far. It depends on the location or the timing that I have. So more times I'm not paying downtown, or more times I don't go downtown because I don't want to pay for parking. So that's one thing. Boom. I like to go to family events. I've been going to a lot of christenings, baby birthdays, and just family picnics. And when I say my family, I mean my God family, my extended family, and all that stuff. Whenever they say they have something, I'm there. Whether I'm late or not, I am there. Right? What other events? If you're a type of person that loves to party, then how about you go to events twice a month, once a month, instead of going every day out of the weekend or every week. Like it doesn't, trust me, the music, the same. Unless you can afford it, by all means, if you have a sinking fund, a treat yourself fund that you can afford all these things, great. If not, pull back a little. Trust me, I have so much fun in my car. The way I have parties in my car. Like, I'm not gonna talk. I know we've all heard about the shenanigans that happened last week with certain festivals and stuff. But I also want to say is this: because I'm actually kind of embarrassed. I'm kind of embarrassed in our people and things. Is if you paid general admission and you see VIP over there, suite and everything, why are you pushing down to get to the VIP section? Stay in your lane. You didn't pay for that. I was gonna be rude. Just stay in your lane. If you realize that VIP was out of your reach when it came to the price range, stay in your lane. You didn't have to be in that same section. And also, you have to remember the prices at this very moment in time, probably going forward, are going to be outrageous to some people because the promoters, once again, or the venues, events, whatnot, they have to reimburse the money that they lost the last couple years. So fine, if you guys want to do that, cool. But guess what? You won't see me at every event. And I'm probably only going to go to events that the sponsors or promoters are reliable folks, and you can trust them to have a good time. Or if not, make the party as good as it can be with your company that you're with or by yourself. I think that's something that a lot of us forget, that the life of the party doesn't have to be the performers or the people. The life of the party can be you. Like I said, Jab Jab Juve, I had the time of my life because I made sure I had a good time. Right? So I just want you guys to remember that when it comes to enjoying yourself, you want to definitely be mindful about how much you can afford. Be mindful of all the extra costs when it comes to going out, and be mindful of how many times you're going to go out each month, because you probably don't need to go to a $80 event every week or every day of the week. You probably can go to one that is $80 or $100, and then you go to other events that are more affordable or free. Example, Ribfest. I went to Ribfest. It was amazing. I was only there for 2 seconds. I had a mission. Wanted the food, and I'm out. And also, once again, cash. Keep cash. And I think one of the events didn't have water. I'm not gonna go based on it because I wasn't there. I told myself, read some type of things. Let me just stay in my area and just basically enjoy company that I enjoy, or like friends and family and stuff, and just have a relaxing time. Like I'm already late for events. But I decided this week that I'm going to be in company with people that are embracing a new chapter in their life. So I'm definitely going to reach that. And I hope I will be also making sure if I go to a restaurant or something else, I know that my budget is a certain amount and I'm not gonna overstep it. Or if I am gonna overstep it, I already anticipated it previous weeks before and all that stuff, because I did give myself like, oh, I'm gonna do like $100 a week. I think I kind of went overboard the week of Caravana, but so far I'm doing okay. And I should be doing better in the weeks to come. So I will show you guys that as well. But on that note, folks, I want to be outside because the weather nice. And I've done enough work today to know that I can enjoy, balance. I think it's also a balance. I like to enjoy working because anyone that knows me, anyone that chills with me, they know I always have my laptop. I'm probably not gonna have my laptop tonight because I don't want to get cussed out, but definitely will be leaving early so I can come back home and prepare for anyone that's listening on Sundays and stuff. And I got a big game tomorrow. Ooh, stay tuned for that. But yes, anyways, like I said, be mindful about events that you're going to, or how many times you're going to events. Be mindful about your budget, or how much you can spend at these events. Be mindful about the extra cost when it comes around to those events. And if you think you're going overboard, maybe you need to take a chill pill and stay in your lane and relax. Go read a book, go for a walk in the park, go somewhere, go do something that's more meaningful and able to keep your body fresh and revived. Revived? Nah, that could be the word. Right? But on that note, folks, stay safe as well. People are wilding up in these streets. Like, yeah, stay safe. Stop being foolish. Like, come on. We want to reach fall, right? And just be kind to everyone, because you don't know what people are going through. Sorry, I'm not gonna sing again. Someone out there's like, Cam, please stop singing. Please stop it. But make sure you guys like, subscribe, share, tell a friend, and just be nice to everyone, or be kind to others, because you don't know what they're going through. And be financially wise, be financially wise, y'all. And on that note, folks, bless, peace, and love.
Anywhere.
God of Fame Music.
A ville, flip, flash, money, literacy boss. Flip, flash, money, literacy boss. Flip, flash, money, literacy boss. Flip, flash. Anywhere.